that little technology here.
I forgot mine. Sitting on the counter.
Oh, you got that new phone, you don't know how to operate it.
That's true.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
My son can't be here, so we're going to do a Google Hangout. So.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Okay. We have Mr. George Jones here. He is graduate 1075. This is your certificate. And this is your pin to remember us, because your returning pins are upside down. And I will let you say what you want to say.
Okay. Okay, it's always traditional to ring the bell 3 times. And ringing this bell is supposed to take me to a portal and a pathway to health. But I got to tell you the reason how I got here, and it was through the grace of God, speaking through my friends and other people that I know. For instance, Teresa and Mike, dear friends for 44 years, I told them about it, and I was all upset. And, you know, when you hear about cancer, you feel hopeless, despair, you know, not only on me, but for my family as well. So, Teresa and Mike, the concerned, loving friends they are, they tell me about their neighbor who's a nuclear physicist. They say, hey, this guy has got cancer, and he's going through a treatment over this place called the Proton Therapy Center. I said, oh yeah? So, and then later on, I ran into Joe King at Walmart, and we were in line, you know, doing our groceries and everything. I said, hey Joe, you been over to the Proton Center? And he looked at me, he said, you got cancer? I said, yes. He said, come over here, let's sit down. We sat at the subway for 20 minutes. Groceries need to go in the queue. But it was important. So he gets on the phone and, you know, calls over here and starts sitting in for a consultation. Oh my God.
I started calling Lifestart to get him over here.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to take me then. But, you know, there's other ways that God has spoken to me. There's many, many ways to treat this type of cancer I've got. And not all of them were very pretty for a man. And that's what was all upset. I thought the quality of my life was going to just go away, you know. And until I started hearing about proton therapy, the doctors don't recognize it because it hasn't been clinically proven, which it's been around since 1990. But I've agreed to be an ambassador and to help. Did you want to say something?
No.
Spread the word to other men and help other men, just like Joe did with me. And the first ring will be to God Almighty for helping me make this decision.
Amen.
Yeah. I can't take all the credit. I did a lot of research, you know, but the credit goes to God for giving me the sense enough to make the decision to come here. I could have made a really bad decision and almost did, you know, to take some other kind of treatment that would leave me in a state of quality of life that I wouldn't like too much. So, first ring for God and friends. Okay, the second ring is for this facility. We are so lucky here in Tennessee to have it in our backyard. I've worked at Y12 for 45 years, and I've seen a lot of technology. Behind these walls are 200 tons of cyclotrons, beams, and equipment that you would not believe. And it's unbelievable. They can take one drop of water, and you know, if you've been to Y12, you know this one atom's got one nucleus, and it's got one proton, it's got one electron they're spinning around, you know, and or tested on that stuff. The only reason I know it, but they can extract from that one drop of water enough protons for this place for 3 years, and one vial of hydrogen for 10 years. That's just amazing. And they do that by cyclotrons. They spin it up real high, and it goes through a lot of miles and miles of beams back there, and every time it hits one place, it'll spin up and it make more protons, and then finally, when I'm back there laying on the bed, they got enough for me, you know, and that's when my radiologist, Carrie and Aaron, they deploy the protons in me. Now this place is just a cut above of any health facility I've ever been in my life, because when you walk in, I'm greeted with a big smile from Sherry, you know, and I just felt like the relief was coming, you know. I could just feel it dropping off my shoulders. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm expecting George Jones, you know, like it is always. And everybody's smiling, and, you know, I know what they're thinking. You know. No, they memorized my face from the monitor back there. So here comes two pretty girls, come out to get me, smiling. So we're joking and laughing all the way in, and then I get into my gown. We're still, you know, say, okay, Mr. Jones, it's always Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, when you get dressed, crack the door. So I do. So here they come again, still smiling. I'm saying crazy stuff, talking out my mind. We've agreed what's said in the proton room stays in the proton room. So anyway, we get back there the first day. I was just scared to death, because all my life I've been taught to stay away from radiation. We got, you know, alpha and beta, gamma particles out there, and, you know, I've always time, distance, and shielding. That, you know, always in our head. So now they're going to use radiation on me to cure me. So I walk back there, and they're still smiling, asking me my birthday, and I just about didn't know it. So anyway, I lay down, and there's the bed, and there's a mold at the bottom part of my body, and these X-ray beams, I mean, there's laser beams going every which way. I mean, like 4 of them. And so they lay me down, and so they give me this real soft ring to hold on to. It's sort of like one of those fidget things, I guess. So they line me up on my 2 tattoos that they put on. I was eating free before I come here, by the way. And some fiduciary targets that's made out of gold. There's like 120 degrees apart, and they line up on it. So, you know, I can relate to all this because it all seems like it's metrology work to me, because that's the way we set up on the nuclear weapons. You know, you got to have a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary datum. And I thought, hey, I'm with you now. And okay, they're going to line me up, and they're going to rotate me around 180 degrees. And their accuracy is going to be within 1 millimeter. I said, I'm with you, I know what you're talking about. I feel comfortable. These people are speaking metrology, I know. So anyway, we're still laughing and cutting up, and then everybody gets real serious. I thought balloons were for parties. They bring out the balloon. We won't go into that. I'll do a one-on-one with you, but no. Okay. So everything is very serious. And so they line me up. When they get satisfied with the alignment, and they got to be, because they want to make sure that their protons are hitting the right tissues, then they're ready to go. And I'm sitting there with that fidget thing, not moving a muscle, because I don't want to miss more than 1 millimeter. So then there's a little ding, and then they deploy the protons. it lasts 3 minutes and it just paints back and forth. And I don't know, I can't feel it. I've got a little sunburn here, but I can't feel it at all. They say, okay, Mr. Jones, we're halfway there. And I'm like, oh, thank God, I'll be able to do that. So they rotate me around 180 degrees and they shoot through the other side, not going out more than 1 millimeter. And so 3 minutes they do that, and then so as well. And then we're back to cutting up, having a good time. But this is, you'll find out in this facility that I don't know where they get these people. They must be handpicked. Dr. Wilkinson has done there it is. He's my oncologist. They have done such a good job of hiring these people. I don't know how you can you have to bring the problem, I guess. But I'll be one of your ambassadors, and I'll certainly give you kudos as much as I can. So this ring is for this facility and this staff. This is for my wife for contending with me for all those months that I was so upset trying to find, a solution to this. Usually at work or something we can apply some kind of a grading level or something and come to pick some kind of way scientifically. This can't be solved scientifically. This was solved through the grace of God.
Amen.
And it's changed me a lot. It sure has. But gal, I love you. We've been together 43 years as of July the 6th last week. And I'm glad that we can make some more years together.
I love you too.
Yes,
Told you we wasn't letting you go.
Thank you for doing that. And I guess you're ready for me?
We are, yes.
They really are. The machines broke down, so I was supposed to go in early, but none of them are. I'll be back in 20 minutes. That's all it takes.
Thereabouts.
And, I see Carrie over there. There was 2 Carries involved. It was radiologist, and I think you as well.
We want to see what you look like in that gown.
Yeah.
Give me a picture. You don't want to see. But y'all stay and eat, and I understand if you can't wait 20 minutes, but that's how long it takes. Sorry.